Welcome back to the Thursday download. I'm your host, Renshaw84. This week's download is TweetDeck. It's also available on Mac, Windows, and Linux. Navigate your browser to tweetdeck.com. Once there, you will notice that they have a screen capture of their program on the main page. They are currently on version 0.31.3. TweetDeck is an application that works with Twitter and Facebook as well as MySpace to keep you in the loop. They have a directory that helps you find what you're interested in, and I'll go in more in depth about that later. TweetDeck is also available for your iPhone. Now, we'll click the download button. Note, Adobe Air is needed to download this item. If you have updated your Flash Player or Adobe Acrobat anytime soon, then you should already have Adobe Air. If not, it should prompt you to install that first. You can also get it by visiting the Adobe website, link in the sidebar. As you saw, my zone alarm popped up and asked me if I actually wanted to let it download. TweetDeck is small at only 2 megabytes and is a quick download and uses minimal space on your computer, which helps it to run faster. Once it is downloaded, you can just click open, and as you can see, it asks you where you want to install it. And you can see that it's a verified download. You can also choose to create a desktop icon and have the program launch when it's done. It takes a few minutes, and once it's done, it'll go to the next screen. And it'll open. And there's that zone alarm again. I previously had this installed, so it looks like this when it loads. On your initial load, it'll ask you to create a TweetDeck account, similar to the thing that just popped up there in the corner to the left. And pretty much what it'll do is ask you for your email and a password. And then it'll store the information from Twitter, Facebook, and MySpace so you don't have to enter it all the time. You can close out the windows just by clicking the little X on the corners of each of the windows, and then it'll then ask you if you want to get rid of it permanently or if you don't want to get rid of it permanently. It's a great feature because you can get it back just by going up to the search bar there. You can click on the Twitter one like I did, and it will actually bring up your previously opened windows. You can click on them and they'll pop back up. Let's open up the Friends one. And then using the bar down at the bottom, you can mark them all as red and delete them. We'll go ahead and open up a search. I just did a search for Renshaw84, and it just brings up mainly all the @tweets at me. We'll bring up another search and we'll search New Moon. As you can see here, the searches work really quickly, and you can see there's another notification there up in the top corner. You get that every time you receive a new message. You can scroll through it and read them that way, or you can just go to your main page and scroll down. As you can see here, you get things like reply, direct message, retweet, and other actions. Other actions will let you follow, unfollow, block, etc. And then you can do things like reply to them and such. Now we're going to close that out. We're going to go up to the compose bar, and we're going to write something. Just a quick little blurb just to show you how quickly it'll actually add into the Twitter directory once I've gotten it typed. Just something minimal. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll see this message, and it's how quick it loaded. It's already there on Twitter. And you can also click on the little icon up the top right hand corner here. Looks like just a little straight line. And once you click on it, there we go, it'll actually minimize it down, shrink it down to a single row view, which is nice. Makes it look kind of like a messenger. It's great for, if you've got several windows open and you don't want to block up your whole desktop with it. But let's go back to the big view. Let's go into the preferences. Here in the preferences, you can choose how it looks, how it works, and all that kind of stuff. And you can select, like, if you want the pictures to open in the main window, or if you want to open it through through your web browser. On the second tab here, it's the notifications. You can choose how it looks and where it's located, and you can adjust the sound. The sound is really actually not that annoying, so even when you have it fully turned up, it's not that bad. Next tab is onto the colors and fonts. This is just a fun way to play around with it. You can select a different color, and it auto updates to show you what it looks like. So you can play around with this for quite a while. I set them up to different custom colors that I actually like, and it's really appealing that you can do this. I wish they had a little more, like maybe some skins or something that you could add onto this, but I mean, for a 2 megabyte download, I'm not going to complain much. And the next tab is the Twitter API. This is where it will control how much you can tweet and how much can be used by the API. Then onto the services. This is where you can set up your Bitly account to keep track of your posted URLs, and also your Twitter photo service. Then onto the accounts. This is where you can add your accounts for Twitter, MySpace, and Facebook. It's easy and it takes a little time to do. And then the last option is sync. This is where you edit your TweetDeck account info and where it's all stored. Now we're going to go visit the TweetDeck directory. From what I've gathered, the TweetDeck directory is a compilation of people on Twitter based on categories. This is where you'd go to find like celebrities and sports news, etc. Pretty much they have it categorized, as you can see there, under lots of categories, and there are lots of people that you can follow through it. I haven't quite used any of them yet, but it seems pretty simple. And once again, thanks for watching the Thursday download. I'm your host, Renshay84.